right, guys, this is Mrs. Bolin here. So here's a little video with all of the homework that we've done so far this quarter. If you are behind and need to get caught up on assignments, feel free to fast forward, pause, wherever you need to get to the assignments that you need. I'm going to start at 1.1 and I'm going to work my way through the workbook. Again, I'm going to go really fast because I want you guys to be able to pause it wherever there's work that you need to copy down, okay? So this was 1.1, solving one-step equations. There's the first questions. Remember, on these ones, we just do the opposite. So if it says add, we subtract. If it says subtract, we add. If it says multiply, we divide. We always want to do the opposite or the inverse operation in order to cancel it. Okay, so that was 1.1. I'm going to turn the page on to 1.2 now. Remember, pause at any time if I'm going way too fast, which I know I am. Here is the first part of 1.2 and the second part of 1.2. Okay, next coming up is 1.3. This is a long assignment. So you're going to want to pause this for a little while. If you're working on getting this copied down, make sure you copy all of the steps, because when you submit your assignments, you need to have all of your work shown in addition to the answers. And here is the rest of that assignment. Okay, on to 1.2, 1.3. There is a review for week 1. If you guys are studying for a quiz, I'll put this up for you guys. There's the week 1 review. Okay, and then you should have work for your first quiz. On to Unit 2. Here are the problems for 2.1. First half of that there. And then here are the rest of the problems. Okay, moving on to the next one. Remember, you guys can hit pause so that you can make sure you have all of the steps and work in your workbook. Here are the first questions for 2.2. And here is the rest of that assignment. Moving on to 2.3. So 2.3, we've got parallel lines and transversals. This is kind of a long one. Here's the answers for questions 1 through 6. Make sure you're writing down the work in your workbook, because to get full credit for anything you turn in, you have to have a photo of your work, not my work. Your work. Here's the rest of it. Okay. Here is a little review for week 2. So we've got some questions that are just like the quiz. If you haven't done the quiz, do these problems first, write them down in your book, and that will really help you on the quiz, because there'll be problems just like it. Okay, so like I showed my work over here for one of those problems. I'm not sure which one, but maybe it will be helpful to you guys. Okay, now we're on to 3. So we're going to start with 3.1. 3.1. Here is the work for the first half of the assignment. Move it on up. Here is the work for the second half of the assignment. It was kind of an easy one. Okay. On to 3.2. Here is the first half of the assignment. Scoot, 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 scoot. There is the second half of the assignment. Make sure when you guys are copying this down in your books that you are putting in all of the work that goes with it. Make sure you're doing the graphs correctly. Sometimes I circle words that you could spell the same words. It should just help a little bit to try to understand the problem. Okay. On to 3.3. We've got more inequalities. Sorry, let me in a good spot before you. Okay. Now it should be good for you to pause it. There's the first few. We're solving inequalities just like equations, but we also have graphs, because it's not just one number. It's all the numbers that are greater than or less than to a certain